Hi folks, it's been a while since I posted a video. I just wanted to show you some changes that happened with my archery or my style over the period of time, especially from the time 2024 to 2025, where I actually swapped to thumb archery, especially to horse bows, so as a right-handed archer shooting from the right side of the bow. And I just thought, why not trying this with a traditional recurve? Some guys like Joel Turner in the United States always show this kind of style, and it really works. I just wanted a new challenge. I also had a few issues with my fingers because one time I had an accident with a saw blade. I'm a landscaper, so these two fingers were injured, and I really had some difficulties with controlled release and giving a good motion. So that was actually, now I have just one finger, wrap it around, secure it, gotta pull the string, open the index finger and let go. That's way easier for me. And the other point is, as a right-handed archer, as you know, you pull the string, maybe if you're shooting with a little kind of a system, an aiming system, you pull the string of the arrow under your right eye. So what's happening is that this kind of left-hand bow, it's a left-hand bow, so no adapted riser, no adapted grip, but I really enjoy it. It's completely okay. So with a left-hand bow, the right side is cut out. So for me, it's even easier because my right eye is dominant. I can visually see the target way better. I'm in line with the arrow, and I have a way better sight picture. That's also what Joel Turner always says, and I wanted to show you what's working. By the way, security or safety, this is my own house, so we live in Germany. We need to be sure to not threaten anybody, so I'm basically threatening my own house. So when I'm doing a mistake, the arrow is going into the wall, but nowhere else. So let's go, let's give it a try. There is one. I don't know if you can see it. There is two, and there's a dog in the neighborhood. Maybe there's three. There's four. These are actually the way better arrows that I can shoot. And now I'm taking you with me. Let's take a look. So we are around at 18 meters here. So I would call it the perfect hunting distance. Got myself a new bore because the other one is just so fucked up. And as you can see, actually, it's not bad. It's really working good, and I have no release issues anymore. So that works really, really fine for me. And also the arrows. It's not a kind of a problem with finding the right arrows anymore, because you can actually, use something like the horsebow archers know it as katra. So turning, how could you translate this? Turning the arrow around the bow so that you actually don't have that much archer's paradox, and that works pretty fine. So I'm gonna do a cut here, and we do a second round so that you can see it again. So we are back live with the second part 2 of shooting thumb archery, just to show you again that it really works fine. Just explaining maybe a little bit of kind of details. I talked about that the riser is, or the shelf shooting the arrow is cut to center, so that makes me being able to hold the bow like a Mediterranean or Olympic recurve a little bit more open, whereas you hold or tend to hold a traditional horsebow a little bit more tight, so like an eagle grip, because you have to do more katra. What does katra mean actually? It's turning the arrow around the bow while shooting, so that the arrow is not flexing too much, so that we don't have that kind of archer's paradox. Another point that I'd like to mention is that, as Joel Turner said, and as you see from pretty good archery guys in the horsebow business, like Lars Andersen or Mihai Kosmai. These guys shoot Slavic draw, and they're mounted archers, so they shoot from a horseback. And you pretty soon notice that you actually can't, so I'm over dramatic here a little bit, as a traditional Western Mediterranean archer, you pretty soon figure out that you actually cannot shoot out of emotion or in emotion. So running with a bow is not possible. Turning around fast, what's gonna happen? The arrow is falling off because I have no possibility or opportunity to fix it anywhere or anytime. So what people do, or did, they knocked the bow or the arrow on the other side of the bow. They took the thumb or even two fingers, then it's a Slavic draw, and they always need one finger, so that's the index finger in this case, to fix or steady holding the arrow against the shelf. So thumb draw, I'm going in here with my thumb. By the way, my thumb looks a little bit fucked up because of shooting so much at the last times. So I'm going in there. I'm not shooting with a thumb ring because that's personal preference. I like to shoot with a leather glove, so that works pretty good. Then I'm putting my index finger and pushing the arrow against the riser. So that makes me, or helps me, to just get steady movement. Now I can jump. There is no problem. So no arrow disappeared, that's fine. So that's no problem for me. Even I can turn around pretty fast. And that's called mounted archery. So that's historical archery because it was used as a martial art back then. Today it's just in sport. It's okay, that's good. But it's slowed down. And it's only, you have the target, you focus on the target, you have the arrow, you have all the time you need to knock the arrow in, you have all the time you need to watch the animal. So in Germany it's no bow hunting then, so no animal can disappear in the woods again. So it's just watching the 3D animal, plastic animal, and you then go for the shot. So I was talking a little bit too much. There are not many guys out there shooting this kind of style. I only know two guys, so me and Joel Turner. I know there are a lot of guys maybe shooting it, but not in the media, not in the social media. So I just wanted to show you actually how it works, and that it works pretty good, especially because for my personal preference in times or concerning the side picture. So let's give it another try. Gonna do 3 arrows, and I'm gonna take you with me and just watch the arrow stick in there. Alright, that was money, I would say. That was pretty good again. We're gonna switch the camera. Just looking at the bore. These were some decent hits. We have 2 hard shots, maybe 1 liver shot, I don't know. So I'm pretty happy with it. Works for me really fine. And as you can see from the previous shots, there are not many misses. Sometimes, of course, but there are not many misses out of the vital area.